Yeah, I am begging you to stop getting scammed by backyard breeders. I don't think y'all realize how many there are and like what the extent of that is out there right now. And I hate to make this comparison because dogs obviously are not an item and have way more value, but think about it as like you're paying full price for a designer purse, but it's a fake. And like, what are you paying for? And you're just wasting your money and you got scammed. Like, first we got to stop with all these different variations that are not in the breed standard. All these like teacup and king poodles, and like people are just making up whatever name and then selling it as this variation, and y'all are buying the scam. Whenever you get that selective size, like, that means somebody bred for that specifically. And because these are not ethical breeders doing size variations for purposeful breeding, these dogs have temperament. My dog barked. So they are putting conformation, temperament, all of these more important things and health to the side for the sake of breeding for size. Like, they're just going to pick the smallest from every litter every time, or sometimes do inbreeding to get the smallest one. And then same with even larger, like, you're just gonna not pick the one that's got the best conformation, the best structure, the best health and temperament that you want for your program. They're just picking these biggest ones and then breeding for these hyper types and then putting a label on it and selling it to you as unique, and then you're buying it. And then you're paying all this extra money, not only for a scam, but for now a poorly bred dog too. And the next thing is for color. Like, that's where you get, all these color breeders. And it's one thing for off-standard colors that are naturally occurring in the breed. Like, color should always come last, in my opinion. And so maybe that happens to have off-standard colors if they come from two standard colors, but whatever. That dog's not going to be labeled and sold separately or differently, or like put more value on it. But especially all these breeders that are breeding these colors that are not found anywhere in the standard. Like, duh, that's not a purebred. And then if they're saying that they have papers, well, no, those are hung papers. They're lying. Like, by definition, you are supporting unethical people, whether or not their program looks that way. They're going to say they're a family breeder and that they love all their animals and that they, are all healthy. But I mean, that's unethical at the end of the day, to breed these dogs that either they don't come from good stock, or they lied about it, or something happened at some point where these dogs are not truly the breed. And people are making up these things so that you pay money, so that they just line their pockets. The only people who win in this are the breeders, who make the money from this. You're not winning, and the poor dogs are not winning. Of course, this goes into the whole doodle concept and everybody wanting this fluffy poodle. Like, that's this whole other thing, and we all know how we feel about that. But like, if you want a unique looking dog, just get a well-bred purebred, or like maybe a rare breed. I promise I get more attention from my well-bred Great Dane because people don't see them than my poodle mix.